inquiry to give evidence. There as well was Robert Borsak, the New South Wales Shooters, Fishers, Farmers MLC. He's put out a press release today calling on both Atticus Fleming from National Parks and Wildlife and Steve Coleman to do something about what's happening in Kosciuszko at the moment. He's on the line. Robert Borsak, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Ray.
You see the same disturbing images I see, and I don't know how any person, particularly someone connected with the RSPCA, can possibly sit idly by and allow this to continue to happen.
100% agree with you. They're very, very confronting, especially those terrible pictures of a fall being aborted and then being dragged out by dogs or whatever else is doing it. They're absolutely shocking, and you get a clear picture of what is actually going on there. I posted some stuff up too, along with that media release you talked about yesterday, and it also showed similarly confronting photographs, but what it also proved was that they were not shooting these animals in accordance with their own SOP. They simply are not.
The standard operating procedure you've asked them to follow, and you say the horse is shot on the gut area, the hind limb, the rump, outside the area is recommended. But you know a lot more about this caper than I do, aerial shooting. I don't know how from a helicopter, within any range, you can actually exercise the standard operating procedure with any confidence. I just don't understand how they can possibly do it.
Look, the big lie that they always have been pushing for decades, Ray, is that helicopter shooting is humane. It is not humane. In Kruger National Park in South Africa, they simply refuse to let anything be shot from a helicopter when they're doing culling. They simply refuse it. And it's for these reasons. It's not humane. It's just simply should not be done in this fashion if you have to do it. And what we're seeing is a total and complete travesty. The RSPCA needs to be totally and completely condemned in the worst possible terms for what they're doing. They are just now the poodles, if you like, of the National Parks and Wildlife Service, who are frankly a bunch of amateurs, complete bunch of amateurs. Ray, do you know how these so-called fast shooters learn? They learn on the job. They make the mistakes. That's how they learn. And animals suffer. Animals suffer. The fast shooting manuals don't even deal with the angles and the way that you need to learn how to shoot from a helicopter.
What I don't understand, and I made this representation to you at that hearing, if back 20 years ago, the person in charge of the RSPCA said to Bob Davis and the equivalent to Atticus Fleming then, if you blokes don't stop doing what you're doing at Guy Fawkes National Park up near Grafton, I'll hold you personally responsible. Davis wet himself and the very next week stopped it, and it hasn't happened since. I mean, where is the RSPCA? I thought they protected all animals. Not by choice. They protect every animal, including a brumby. But obviously Mr. Coleman doesn't feel that way.
No, they don't, obviously. And it seems some animals are more equal than others, Ray. These animals are cultural totems for the snowy mountain communities. You don't have to be an Aboriginal to have a totem. These animals are totems to those communities, and they should not be treated in this fashion. It's a bloody disgrace. And they do not need to suddenly... Sorry, I was going to say they do not need to get this done in a terrible rush. I don't know. I don't understand why they need to do this like tomorrow or yesterday. Get it done. If they did it methodically, professionally, and in a proper fashion, there would be no objection. But the RSPCA has gone into hiding, and the reason, of course, is good old-fashioned MONEY, right? Money.
Well, you agreed with me on that day when I appeared that this is simply about the fact that they're part of our colonial past. It's nothing to do with, whether there's a wide-mouthed frog or some rat, broad-toothed rat down there. It's about the fact that the people making the decisions don't like to explore the fact that these horses were part of the colonial past of this country. And that's why they're being shot. They can't hide behind all the other nonsense. It's as simple as a nose on your face. It's because they're Brumbies. That's because they're being shot because they're Brumbies.
Yeah, and we should be ashamed of the fact that we brought them there, and that we should be ashamed of the fact that we're white. That's what I say. These are white. These are animals that are totems to the communities, and they have a home there just like all the other native animals. There's no questioning of that as far as we're concerned, that's for sure.
Okay, good luck with your representation of the chair. I hope she views it favourably. I appreciate your time.
Good on you. Thanks, Ray. Cheers.
Robert Borsak, New South Wales Shooters, Fishers, Farmers, MLC.